get ready to shake things up. The ancient secrets at Gobekli Tepe are about to spill even more surprises. Back in '63, this site was stumbled upon by accident, but its mysteries have been unraveling ever since. Now, we're buzzing with news from Joe Rogan's podcast, a connection that might just rewrite history books. He dropped a bombshell linking Gobekli Tepe to the legendary lost city of Atlantis and an enigmatic civilization called Ancient Egypt. We'll dive into Plato's original accounts of Atlantis in Timaeus and Critias, where his own ancestor, Critias, shares the epic tale passed down through generations. Could this be a game-changer for archaeology? Let's break down the epic tale of Atlantis. At the heart of the story lies an island paradise, hidden beyond what's now known as the Strait of Gibraltar, the ancient Pillars of Hercules. According to Plato, this advanced civilization was way ahead of its time, boasting mind-blowing technology, architectural wonders, and a society so organized it put modern cities to shame. The Atlanteans had access to an overflowing treasure trove of natural riches, gold, silver, and a mysterious metal called orichalcum, a mythical find that's synonymous with the lost city. But Plato didn't stop at the grand architecture. He took us on a journey deeper into Atlantis' heart, revealing its intricate society, values, and secrets waiting to be uncovered. So, what made the mighty civilization of Atlantis tick? At its core was a sophisticated political machine with a strong central authority, a must-have for any advanced society that wants to keep the peace. Atlantis' wise laws and harmony-maintaining systems ensured its people lived in balance, but as the city's power and wealth grew, so did the ambition of its leaders. It was only natural they wanted to expand their empire, conquer new lands, and become the ultimate rulers, a trajectory that would ultimately shape the fate of this legendary civilization. You'd think that as an advanced society, Atlantis would be driven not just by conquest, but also by a desire to uplift others and share its wisdom, and you're right. But instead of spreading the light, Atlantis had its sights set on ancient Athens, the heart of Greek civilization. This epic clash between two titans sparked a major battle that left the Athenians standing victorious, forcing the mighty Atlanteans to retreat in defeat. And if that wasn't enough drama, their downfall was just around the corner, because as we know all too well, sometimes it takes more than just a loss on land to seal a civilization's fate. Now let's dive into the mysterious fate of Atlantis. Plato kept the details vague, but it's thought that a massive natural disaster, or even divine retribution, was behind its downfall. Some researchers believe it was actually a devastating flood that brought an end to this lost city, wiping out everything in its path and sending Atlantis tumbling beneath the sea. The mind-blowing part, Plato puts the story of Atlantis at around 9,000 years ago. That's roughly 600 years back from our current time. But how does this relate to Gobekli Tepe? Hold on tight, because we're about to make a connection that will challenge everything you thought you knew about human history. You're about to shatter a long-held assumption in archaeology. For centuries, experts believed there was a clear link between farming and the rise of complex civilizations, that these societies needed reliable food sources before they could build lasting communities and develop advanced architecture. It made sense, but what if this wasn't entirely true? It's also been thought that as societies grew more complex, so did their spiritual practices, forming unique religious traditions to go along with them. But then came Gobekli Tepe, or at least, what we initially thought was just a regular hill in southeastern Turkey. Little did we know, this site would change everything we thought we knew about how humans evolved and built their way up to greatness. Fast forward to the 1960s when some low-key stone formations were stumbled upon, but these early finds didn't exactly send shockwaves through the archaeological world. They barely got anyone's attention. Even though those who discovered it felt it deserved more love and exploration, they couldn't quite crack the code. It wasn't until 1994 that Klaus Schmidt, an archaeologist with a keen eye from the German Archaeological Institute, revisited Gobekli Tepe after wrapping up another project nearby. He noticed something peculiar. Surface remnants hinted at more impressive structures hidden beneath the hill, and he had no idea what monumental secrets were actually lying in plain sight. The game changer came when the entire hill was revealed to be an enormous human-made creation. But here's where things got absolutely mind-blowing. Beneath the surface, a massive construction emerged, dozens of structures sprawling over an incredible 1,000 feet wide and rising up to an astonishing 50 feet high. It was clear this wasn't just happenstance. The people who built Gobekli Tepe put in tireless effort to create something truly special. They crafted enormous stone circles, each one a masterpiece with intricate designs. And what's even wilder, these incredible creations weren't left standing proudly, they were intentionally buried under layers of sand. This bombshell revelation shook the very foundations of the archaeological world, forcing experts to rethink everything they thought they knew about human history. The mystery deepened as archaeologists realized that this incredible site defied explanation. How could farmers have possibly built such an enormous structure when agriculture was still in its infancy? And it gets even more remarkable, there's no sign of domesticated animals or metal tools, which would have made construction a whole lot easier. Yet, despite these obstacles, Gobekli Tepe stands as a testament to human ingenuity and sheer force of will, built using nothing but basic hand tools and the sweat of many hands. This jaw-dropping ancient wonder is estimated to be an astonishing 12,000 years old, predating some of humanity's most iconic civilizations like Egypt, England, Stonehenge, and even the enigmatic Nada Playa. The fact that it rose from the earth long before these legendary structures only adds to its captivating allure, making Gobekli Tepe a true game-changer in our understanding of human history. But here's the kicker. Scientists now believe that certain parts of Gobekli Tepe might have been taking shape as far back as 14,000 or even 15,000 years ago, potentially pushing its roots even deeper into our ancient past. Despite its mind-boggling age, there's no evidence to suggest that people actually called Gobekli Tepe home. No signs of burials, settlements, or the usual trappings of civilization have been uncovered at the site. So, how did we crack the code? By looking beyond the site itself and into the surrounding countryside, where archaeologists hope to find clues that would reveal Gobekli Tepe's true purpose and purpose-driven visitors. It's a familiar strategy. Just think of iconic sites like England's Stonehenge, where the absence of burials also sparked an investigation into what lay beyond the monument. The time has come for us to do the same with Gobekli Tepe and uncover its secrets hidden in plain sight. So, what did our treasure hunt in the countryside yield? A fascinating glimpse into the lives of Stone Age hunter-gatherers who called this region home long before Gobekli Tepe rose from the earth. Archaeologists found signs of small, permanent settlements that were bustling with community spirit. These early folks shared resources and lived together in harmony with nature. This communal lifestyle might just have been a game-changer in the evolution of society. Now, let's get to the million-dollar question. What drove these hunter-gatherer communities to come together in massive numbers and tackle the enormous task of building Gobekli Tepe? One theory is that this incredible structure was more than just a monumental feat. It might have been a sacred site where people gathered for spiritual or ceremonial purposes. The stunning stone circles, intricate carvings, and ritualistic vibes could have made Gobekli Tepe a hub for communal gatherings and a reflection of the community's deep-seated beliefs. But here's another twist. Was Gobekli Tepe built as a response to external threats, like competition for resources or protection from rival groups? Maybe these hunter-gatherer communities came together to create a fortified site that could withstand the challenges of their surroundings. However, as we dig deeper, it becomes clear that Gobekli Tepe is more than just a defensive fortress. The evidence points to something truly remarkable. The site's elaborate carvings of animals, symbols, and possibly even deities on its pillars scream spiritual significance. These intricate engravings are a testament to the deep-seated beliefs and rituals of the people who built this wonder. Some researchers even believe that the positioning of these massive stones was no accident. They might have been deliberately aligned with celestial events like solstices or other astronomical wonders, making Gobekli Tepe an ancient cosmic calendar. Now here's where things get really mind-blowing. The alignment of Gobekli Tepe's massive stones could have been all about harnessing the power of celestial events for spiritual purposes. Think ritualistic ceremonies under the stars. And it gets even wilder, because archaeologists have uncovered stone bowls and sculptures at the site that might have played a role in these mystical rituals. But what really sets Gobekli Tepe apart is its sheer scale and organization. This was no small feat. It required an enormous amount of cooperation and planning among the people who built it, which means we're looking at the world's very first temple, built way earlier than anyone thought possible. So here's the kicker: if all this is true, then Gobekli Tepe defies the timeline of human history, unless they had some serious help from a more advanced group or civilization that shared their knowledge and technology. What secrets are hidden in Gobekli Tepe's ancient stones? Buckle up, folks. We're venturing into uncharted territory here. What if the advanced civilization Plato wrote about, Atlantis, didn't actually head to Athens? What if they had a different destination in mind? Gobekli Tepe, perhaps, where they shared their knowledge and kick-started human progress. Then, after spreading their wisdom, they might have sailed on over to Giza to enlighten the ancient Egyptians. And that's not all. Consider the pyramids of Giza, still puzzling scientists with their engineering genius. Coincidence or not, it's possible that these incredible feats required a helping hand from beings who were simply more advanced. Now, about that natural disaster Plato spoke of, what if it happened after all this? Maybe it wiped out entire civilizations, leaving behind only ruins and legends waiting to be rediscovered centuries later. This raises an intriguing question. Are the stories we've inherited about our past entirely accurate? Could it be that everything we think we know is actually a watered-down version of the truth? If so, then human history just got a whole lot more fascinating. We might have been highly intelligent and civilized far earlier than we ever imagined. One thing's for sure, this mind-blowing idea challenges our understanding of ourselves and our past, turning everything upside down. Now it's your turn. We want to hear from you. What do you think? Could there be some truth behind Plato's story of Atlantis and their possible influence on ancient civilizations? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more mind-blowing content. We'll catch you in our next video, where we'll dive into another fascinating topic that's sure to spark some debate.